It is an absolute honor for me to deliver this speech here today about our beloved Mr. Coes. Keep in mind that these are collective words from so many people who all love and respect him dearly. While we are all mourning his loss, his family was provided the speech a few days ago, and it was read to him before he passed away this morning. So we have a heavy heart. I share these words. With a strong interest and aptitude for math, Terry Coes majored in English at Williams College. And it was English that originally got Terry to the Rocky Hill campus when Hugh Campbell hired him to teach 4th and 5th grade in 1974. Mr. Coes also attended WPI for his master's in math and holds an honorary doctorate there. Later, Mr. Coes would move to the upper school to teach geometry and other math courses. But it was not only math that Mr. Coes taught. Following his father's pursuit of scientific innovation, Mr. Coes embraced technology when it was only in its early stages at Rocky Hill School, and he used it to engage his students. It is Mr. Coes' educational philosophy that staying within the confines of old curriculum only limits what teachers can do. He felt that instead of preparing students for today, teachers must prepare students for the future. A prime example of Mr. Coes' warm embrace of technology is his Facebook and Instagram presence. I don't even have an Instagram account. 7 years ago, Mr. Coes entered the brave new world of Facebook. A few days later, I posted "Hello, Mr. Coes" on his wall, making me the first non-family member to post on his wall. And the best part is, Mr. Coes posted on my wall later that same day saying, "Hey Dennis, Dad, what's up?" At that moment, I thought I had just won Facebook. If that was possible. Pardon my Facebook digression. But since then, Mr. Coes has graced us with all the beautiful and inspirational landscapes and portraits that he uploaded to these social media sites for our enjoyment. And the thing about photographers is that they're always present. And their presence is solely to put the spotlight on others. No one else exemplifies this humility better than Mr. Coes. But today is not a day to be humble, Mr. Coes. Today, we celebrate you. Mr. Coes has thrown himself into his profession. A member of numerous mathematics organizations serving both as president and on boards, he became a nationally respected mathematics authority. He gave his first professional presentation in 1982, and there is actually an entire website dedicated to Mr. Coes about giving presentations. In 1987, he was named a Woodrow Wilson Fellow. He later became a presidential awardee for excellence in teaching mathematics and science, and co-authored 2 algebra textbooks. He became the president of presidents, chair of chairs, in the math education arena. The list goes on, but these awards are just a small validation of how great of an achievement he's received as a teacher. My LinkedIn account shows Mr. Coes as one of the most endorsed colleagues for teaching. You know that has to say something about his teaching. And despite all his awards and prestigious positions, what Mr. Coes truly cared about was reflected in his emails to his fellow board members. They say that he would always ask and search for the newest and best teaching tool and curriculum available for his beloved students here at Rocky Hill School. Mr. Coes has been at Rocky Hill School for 41 years. By a gross estimation of taking an integral of a saturating exponential function, assuming a 20-student class size in 1974 and a 40-student class size in 2015. I know that's not accurate, but that's close enough. That accounts for 1,443 students whose lives Mr. Coes had shaped for the better. And that is not including all the teachers, parents, and administrators that had the fortune of getting to know Mr. Coes over the years. And if one day a student asks about the person whose photographs adorn the halls of Rocky Hill, many will jump to tell them about Terry Coes, a photographer, a diehard Red Sox fan, a loyal friend, an adapter to change, a leader in his field, an author, a husband, father, and now grandfather, a beloved colleague, an endeared teacher, an inspiring person. Mr. Coes, I know for a fact, and you can write a mathematical proof to prove me wrong on this, but I know that we will miss you tremendously. Mr. Coes, we thank you.